Alright, you've just relapsed, and I know how you feel. And you feel bad, you feel depressed, and just feel shit. You feel like a loser. You also feel lazy, and I feel you. I've tasted that pain as well. But do you really think that feeling bad and shit and all of that, is it gonna make you better at the nofap game? Think about it, like if feeling bad is gonna make you good. Of course not. Obviously it won't. Instead of feeling bad about yourself, I want you to do this right now. Like, it's the whole video is gonna be an actionable step for you. I want you to grab a paper and a pen, or open your notes on whatever device are you on. And the first thing that I want you to do is write down the date and time. Like, it's basically gonna be the date and time that you've relapsed in. Or if you like relapsed 2 days, 3 days ago, remember when did you exactly relapse. It doesn't matter to be the exact same time, but it needs to be near that time. Alright, you wrote down the date and time. Now I want you to write down where, when, how, and why did you relapse. So for example, like, I'm gonna answer those 4 questions based on my young time. I'm gonna answer these questions based on based when I was young. So, when, before bedtime, where, in my bedroom, how, using what, using my phone, like, jerking off while looking at phone. That's what I meant. Don't be silly. Why? I always convinced myself that I can't sleep without fapping. So good. Your answer doesn't have to be the same. Basically, answer honestly and be open. Like, you don't have to create a story or whatever. Just answer those 4 simple questions with full honesty. After you wrote down the answers, I want you to write down what do you need so you won't relapse again with the same exact mistake. So let's say, again, based on my story, when before bedtime, I need to put some restrictions on my bedtime. So that means that um, I need to use the phone less than I used to. Where in the bedroom, I'm gonna try to not go to that place more than I used to go. Why? How? With my phone. So basically, I need to have less time screen than I used to have. Why? Because I was convincing myself that I cannot sleep if I didn't fap. Basically, this, the solution to this is proving or convincing myself that I actually can sleep without fapping. After you put down the restrictions, here you're gonna take action. But before you do that, I want to tell you that, as I said, don't make the same mistakes again. The word again, don't really remind yourself that you're gonna relapse again. Because as soon as you put the idea that, oh yeah, like I will relapse again, then your inner mind is gonna ask, then what's the point of nofap if you're gonna relapse again, right? So don't really convince yourself that you will relapse again. Try to get away from the thought of nofap in general. Like basically, the only thing that makes you relapse in nofap is nofap. Especially in the social media, especially in YouTube, you see those thumbnails that they're so like evil, and you should be careful with that. Like, instead of suffering with all nofap shit, I want you like try and forget it. But it's just so fucked up that nowadays in self-improvement, when the bad thing, right, for example, like smoking, alcohol, drugs, like they always say that it's bad, 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 like, so they always remind you that it's bad, that you're gonna do it anyway. So because they always remind you about that, they don't, like, some of them don't really mean it, but they just remind you about those bad habits which might lead you to do them again. So try to not think about nofap or any bad habit throughout the day. Be more productive. I hope that this video helped you. MSD out.